Hello everyone, thanks so much for tuning into this video. So today I really wanted to talk about whether or not a graduate degree is a good investment if you want to be a mom. And the reason I bring this up is because I have a graduate degree. It was a really huge goal of mine, something that I wanted to accomplish for a very long time. And it was a very exciting achievement for me. It was super hard, and I was so proud to accomplish it and to say that I had it. But unfortunately, now I'm kind of regretting it just because I still have to pay for all of these student loans, and we're talking like over $30,000 in student loans. And I chose it, I think, just because it was a fun goal and not necessarily because it was going to help me in my career path and long-term goal path. So when you think about it, so let's talk about this degree. So the only reason why a person would need to obtain a specific degree or a master's degree is because a company requires this education in order to get a job with them. And most often, companies requiring master's degrees are full-time management positions and require a ton of experience. There are exceptions. I'm not going to say this is blanket for everything, and I think a majority of those lie in the healthcare industry, very specific jobs, and there are some opportunities in that area where you can have some part-time work and kind of figure that out. But for the most part, and I will be exploring some of those opportunities, by the way, for this channel. I'm going to have a group forum here soon where I have a bunch of different nurses that are going to talk about that. And they are all full-time moms, by the way, and they work on the side. So it's a good work-life balance for them. And they're going to kind of give us a little bit of a look into the healthcare industry and what truly is flexible and what will work if your goal is to be a mom. But I just want you to keep this in mind as you plan your educational path. Keep in mind the fact that degrees are specific to companies requiring those degrees. There are some certifications and there are some trainings that are for different career options that will allow you to still maybe start your own business or work from home. That could be a good option for you. But what I wanted personally was a flexible job opportunity, so I could be available for my kids when they weren't in school, or in the summertime I wanted to be involved in their school and volunteering. And this was post being a stay-at-home mom for 10 years, by the way. So I was completely home 100% when they were little babies and toddlers. And then the minute my youngest started kindergarten, half-day kindergarten, that's when I got really, really serious about going back and start working so that I had something to do while they were at school. Okay, so that's what I wanted. And then I was figuring out very quickly that I couldn't find anything that required a master's degree that would allow this flexibility and allow what I wanted. There are tons of entry-level positions and entry-level pay that are part-time, that you can work for people all over the place, and I did many of those. But eventually, I decided it just wasn't worth it because the pay was just terrible. And I'm like, if I'm going to sacrifice this time and to be working, then I definitely want a little bit higher pay. So then I kind of was to the point in my life where I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to just try and get a full-time job that I can work from home, because then I can at least be in the home when my kids are home, and I can feel like I'm still being that full-time mom that I want to be. So funny enough, the one I ended up taking did not require a college education. Sigh. It did require some licensing, and I did spend a significant amount of time getting that licensing. Grumble, grumble. I quickly discovered this was a really high, intense, stressful, crazy environment. And I was stressed. I didn't feel like I had time to take lunch. I didn't feel like I had any type of flexibility if I needed to go to an appointment, or if there was an award assembly at school that I wanted to go to or something like that. I just wasn't feeling that flexibility at all. And quite honestly, I was stressed to even take PTO because I was worried about how far behind I would get by taking a vacation. So, and it's an industry where there's a lot of cash flow going on. But I was learning quickly that I was working super, super hard, doing all the grunt work so that everyone else could get rich besides myself. And all of this stress led to stress eating and gaining weight and some health issues and all kinds of stuff. And finally I was like, you know what, this is stupid. This is not what I want. There's got to be another way. And that's what really triggered me to like figure out how teenage girls, young moms all over the place could find something that would work for them, because honestly, I was just striking out and not finding anything that was working for me. So based on my experiences over the last 20 years, I can say that I do not recommend higher education, meaning education above a bachelor's degree, for females who want to be a mom, unless there is a specific healthcare niche that requires this education and can be done on a flexible basis or can be provided from home. And that might be something on the lines of counseling. We'll find more out about that soon. And I just want to end this by saying, as I have been kind of reaching out and researching myself, I am just amazed by how much the online world has evolved and grown, and how many opportunities there are for women and for moms. I mean, there's so many of them that already have degrees, but then end up finding a career path that doesn't require a degree at all. It just requires finding some other successful people, or tapping into some resources or ebooks or trainings that allow them to learn the industry and to do it from home. And I'm excited to explore those options a little more as well. And I'm really excited by how many moms are launching their own businesses. They are their own bosses. And I know that the opportunities are out there, and we are going to find them. So stay tuned for some great interviews, some great resources coming your way. Don't forget to subscribe and comment below if I can help you in a specific way, and we will see you in the next video.